The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Gets around him. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 13 yards there and a Washington first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Daniels looking to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Oh, design run for their wideout. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Ravens at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. To throw is Jackson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A handoff running left, Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one. Not so well, but he did to get this game going.
Daniels. It returns it.